Hi guys, it's Poonam here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing really well. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a sunscreen for you, and it's this one here, and it's called the Kiss Me Mommy UV Aqua Milk SPF50 Plus, and it's by ISEHAN. You may have guessed that it is a child sunscreen. Maybe the little teddy bear gave it away, or the name gave it away. But yeah, it is for children, but I don't really see the issue in using child sunscreens. They tend to sort of not be as full of fragrances and irritating ingredients, obviously because it is for children's skin. So I think that's kind of a bonus really with using it. So I've got this one from Stylevana. You may have seen in my last video I did a bit of an unboxing of a few different sunscreens that I've got. So I've been using this one for quite a few weeks now and I really enjoy it. I think the texture of it is beautiful. It's really light and it's just what you need, especially if you're just working from home or even under makeup. It's just perfect for that. So I'll just read the description out for you guys. So it says, this is a kid-friendly organic sunscreen made of 80% plant-based ingredients, including extracts from aloe, strawberry, acrola, as well as jojoba oil, ceramide, collagen, and hyaluronic acid. The formula uses chemical filters to provide a broad spectrum protection of 50 plus PA++++, comes in a lotion-like texture that spreads easily onto the skin and leaves a soft, natural finish. Free of colorings, fragrances, preservative mineral oils, and alcohol, waterproof sun milk is suitable for sensitive skin. So there's a really great array of ingredients in there. The hyaluronic acid, the ceramides, the extracts that you get from the fruit, which can be really high in antioxidant protection for the skin, which I think is really great as well. Obviously with the sunscreen, it's going to sit on top of your moisturizer. So in terms of skincare benefits, you're not really going to see that as much as you would do with the serums and moisturizers that you used before. But potentially it can seep through those ingredients and onto your skin. So there may be some benefit to using, a sunscreen with those skincare ingredients in there. Serums and things like that are the things that you want to focus on for the skincare element, and this is to protect the skin. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys the consistency of it because it's quite nice. As I say, it's quite light and watery. So I'll just pop a bit on my hand. And you'll see it is like almost like an essence because it's so light. Almost like a light moisturizer, should I say, instead of an essence. An essence is usually more watery, but it's very, very light. It is slightly watery, actually, I would say. So it just absorbs into the skin really, really beautifully. And if you really don't like heavy sunscreens or thick moisturizers and things like that, this would actually be a really perfect option for you. So I'm going to apply it on my skin for you guys just so you can see how it actually applies. So I usually get about that much onto my finger. I've got quite a small face, so I don't really use as much as they show that you're supposed to use. Maybe I should. But I do apply it very thoroughly over the skin. So I like to just spread the first layer over so I can visibly sort of see it on the skin because I want to make sure that I'm sort of covering all those areas. And it's been great even over the eyes. So like there's no irritation, there's no stinging or anything. So I kind of just apply it like that and then I just move it down onto the neck. But I will go over all of this with another layer. So for this one, I definitely recommend 2 thin layers of it. If you use too much product in one go, it kind of gets a bit, not, I want to say sticky, but it's not sticky. It just doesn't absorb as well. It needs to really absorb for you to get that protection, and you really want to be thorough over the areas that you want to sort of protect your skin a little bit more from aging. And I usually focus it underneath the eyes a lot and around the mouth especially. So that's the first layer. So you can see that it's kind of like absorbed really nicely. My skin does feel slightly tacky at the moment, but usually this kind of settles down a little bit within a couple of minutes. So I'm just going to wait a few minutes and then I'm going to come back and we're going to do a second layer. Okay, so I'm back. So this is literally about 2 minutes later. I've just waited. But as you can see, it's really dried down quite nicely. There is a slight sort of, I don't want to say sheen, I want to say glow to the skin, which I think looks really beautiful. And even if you were going to go over this with some makeup or something, it would look really nice. The tackiness has really come down, but it feels very, very nice and soft. And as I say, it's absorbed in nicely. So I'm going to go in with the second layer. Now, I always do 2 layers of sunscreen just because I don't think it's easy to get every single area of your skin right in the first go, unless you get like a lot and just slather it over your face. But I always find that it doesn't really, it doesn't feel as good on the skin. It doesn't look good either. And sometimes it can pill on the skin if you put too much product on and you're kind of rubbing it, you know, it turns into those little, you know, it sort of peels up on the skin, which is not really what you want at all. You really do want to take it all the way down the neck, especially if you're going out in the sun. Like this is how I usually just apply it, you know, even if I'm just sort of sat in the house. But if I'm going out, then I'll be, you know, even more thorough. I'll put more on. I'll get the tops of my ears as well. But in the home, I don't really feel it necessary to do that. Also, yeah, as you can see, again, we've kind of got that little bit of glow going on, but I think it looks really beautiful on the skin, and it's just really pleasant to use. Like, I really feel like you need to be going for sunscreens that you enjoy using, otherwise you're not really going to reach for it, and this is one that I've always been reaching for. This alongside with my Skin Aqua one, which is my favourite sunscreen. I'll share a video of the review that I've done on that one as well if you're interested, but these two are the ones that I usually always reach for. You'll see it sort of dry down even more than it is already, but I think this looks really beautiful. So I mentioned before, based on the description, that this is a chemical sunscreen. So it's got chemical filters in there, not mineral or physical filters. And the mineral sunscreens tend to leave a white cast, whereas chemical sunscreens don't do that. So if you have like a darker, deeper skin tone, the chemical ones are going to be better because they're not going to leave you with that sort of like tint on the face, which it's not flattering, is it really? But I think if you really want to be thorough with your application, you know, you have to be confident in the product that you're using, and you may be tempted to be a bit light-handed with a mineral sunscreen if it leaves that white cast and you want to try and minimize it. So you can get this from Stylevana. You can also buy it from Yes Style. I think it's also available on Amazon, but I'll link this product down for you guys below, and I'll put the different links from each different place so you can just check where it's the cheapest and buy it from there if you're interested in buying it. I do think it would be good for all skin types, even oily. I'm a combination skin type, so I get oily in the centre and sometimes dry on the outskirts, and it's sensitive skin, obviously. But I think that this is a great product, so I think it would be really good for all skin types. That it's 50 grams of product, so you don't really get that much of it in there. It costs about £10, roughly, depending on where you buy it from. As I say, I'll put those links for you down below, but I would really say that this is a really great sunscreen. I enjoy using it. It looks great on the skin, it absorbs beautifully. A makeup applies wonderfully on top of it. It's waterproof as well, which is great. But that's it, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I've also linked this product down for you guys below if you want to go check that out. But I'll catch you for the next one. See ya.